Hey Rick, I'm Ron Climer. Welcome to Climer School of Real Estate.
Ron, I appreciate it. Rick Bosley, Keller Williams.
Glad to have you here, Rick. And just wanted to talk to you, ask you a few general questions about new real estate agent. What do you think? Is today a good time for people to get into real estate?
You know, I'm a little bit biased, and for your sake and my sake, I sure hope it is. But honestly, the statistics are showing it. It's pretty awesome what's going on. Right now, because I know we're going to go YouTube viral, this will be playing for many years. But in March 2012, we're actually up 16% since last year with the average home price.
Wow.
And that's 2% increase from last month. Traditional sales are up 29%. So it means people are no longer having to do the short sales foreclosures as much. And overall, it's the seller's market right now. So the sellers are able to sell, and interest rates are all-time low, so it's the most affordable time to buy. And it's just connecting. So,
So it's a good time.
Hey, numbers don't lie.
Well, now, let me ask you this. Especially a new person coming out of my school, out of the exam, what are the personality traits that you're looking for in an agent?
You know, personality traits, it's kind of a loaded question because there's certain behavioral personalities and there's strengths, and you always cater that to be the right fit for your real estate career.
Yeah.
Really, it's more of if you're learning based, if you just trust the systems, if you realize that people have lived before you, failed before you, and succeeded before you, and actually ask them questions and trust that it'll work out, that's someone who I'm looking for. From the long term, because learning never stops, because the market's always changing.
You got that right.
So if you're dedicated to that and then truly see yourself right now as a business owner, not a real estate agent, but you are owning a business, you're the CEO of your business, and treat yourself as a business owner.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, how much money or income can a person expect to make selling real estate?
You know what? One of the reasons I love this industry is there's no ceiling. And that comes to how much do you want to do. It comes down to, there's a saying we have, it's called be, do, have.
Be, do, have.
Right. Be a millionaire. If you want to be one, you have to do the things a millionaire would do. And eventually, you'll have it.
Sounds like a great philosophy to me.
Oftentimes, people try to reverse, and they want it. And the language of want says, I don't have it, therefore I lack it. Just start be, do, have from the get-go, and make whatever you want. So as a coach and consultant and trainer for my office, I say, Ron, what's your goal? And I have people who don't have these elaborate goals of making 6 digits, 7 digits. The goal might be work part-time and pay for their tennis lessons. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So my objective is everyone can hit their goal, whatever the goal is.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, now, by the way, speaking of training, does your company have a basic training for a person that's just out of the exam and just really doesn't know much of anything?
Absolutely. And take the basic word out of it because we have training that goes all the way up to those 7-digit earners. For the brand new guys we're talking about who might be looking at this page right now in this video, we have at least 22 classes every month on our calendar.
Wow.
This is training from Keller Williams University curriculum that's taught by certified instructors. And it's also taught by agents who are in the trenches, working alongside of you, who do listings very well, who know how to farm, who know scripts and language of sales. So our calendar, and if you look at my website right there, shoot me an email, and I'll give you copies of the calendar that way we can share it with people.
That would be Rick at rickbosley.com.
I kept it easy for you. It's just my name.
I appreciate that. And by the way, that phone number is 321-277-5791. If anybody should have any trouble reading it, but I don't think they would. Well, now let me ask you another question. Your company, more than most, participates in this team concept of real estate. Tell me about that.
We encourage it. There are, from any level, like I said, basic to the point where you start working 60, 70 hours a week, and you're going to say, Rick or Ron, this is great, the money's phenomenal, but where's my life? I miss my kids. I miss my family. That's when you start getting that team concept. So there's 3 L's in real estate, and you can probably agree whether you know it or not, to make you survive and successful. Lead generation, get listings, and leverage.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah, the leverage and team building is what takes you from a self-employed person who works for themselves to make their own money to a business owner. Again, business owners brought in there. Someone else is working to make you money. That's the team concept, leverage.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, now let me ask you this. Does your company reimburse the tuition if somebody paid my $220 to get their real estate license? Come to you? Do y'all have some kind of arrangements where you'll reimburse them that money?
That's a great question. And really, we don't have that for the sake of the business owner mindset. This is not an expense, it's an investment. The education of what it takes to get educated is an investment in yourself. And I tell this with a lot of my students or my agents who are in my class, I can't want it more than you want it. So someone who sees it as an investment, and this is just one of the things that'll get me kind of 2 steps backward as far as forward as I want to go, is that same concept. We have different trainings that are for free because they're taught by our peers.
Yeah.
We have some trainings from the region, from the national, that comes down, it's costs a little more money.
Yeah.
We have twice a year national conventions and masterminds in Las Vegas and Austin, Texas. We have a blast.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun there, and it's always about, this is education. Again, that very first question, learning based. We want to take the next level. This is one of the steps to be a business owner. And what I love about real estate as a business owner, once you're in it, after your first sale with this average price point, you're out of the red. And tell me, in what other business can you own that within the first 3 months you're out of the red? Everything else there is profit if you control your budget.
I think you got that right.
Yeah.
Well, now, let me just ask your opinion. How has the real estate business changed, say, in the last 10 years?
Yeah, 5 to 10. Well, the last 10 years, has been the internet. I think it was created, obviously, back in the 90s, but became AOL.com, You've Got Mail, back in late 90s, 2000. So really, that's the change has been. And for instance, we're on YouTube now, showing it, and it's an example of what's changed. Yeah. It really boils down to the generation of technology, and I don't mean an age bracket of generation, I mean of just a forward thinking of doing business. Yeah. Over 95% of the people start their home buying search online. So when you're starting online, and you've got 8,000 realtors in Aura, they also have probably close to 8,000 websites, and it's changed. You've got to be able to have that edge, to be able to know when you're talking to a stranger over the phone, or when they just get an email from a Craigslist ad, then how are you going to separate yourself? How are you going to be above them to capture that? Getting leads is one problem. The other part is converting it. And if you don't have both of them taken care of, then it's a struggle. So that's a lot of what we teach, is the language of sales, how to keep the competitive edge, and how to really make it convenient for the consumer, because the consumer doesn't want to have questions and they want what they want. Because in this world, compared to 10 years ago, it's a now. And if you don't deliver for them, they'll find it somewhere else.
That's certainly true.
So
by the way, I have a gift for you.
Oh, fantastic.
I have for you a Climer School of Real Estate t-shirt. And I want you to wear that, and when you wear it, you'll have good luck.
Well, I appreciate it. I wear it with pride. Very good.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
My pleasure.
And give us that phone number again.
Yep, and I'm going to put it a little close just in case my voice is too fast. You can reach me. This is my cell phone, 321-277-5791. Again, I'm Rick Bosley. I'm the acting broker and team leader for the Keller Williams office, and we've got a great staff internationally. We're now worldwide. So networks, connections, training is very proud of what we work for.